Well, how you going, everyone? Josh the Collector Guy. Hope you all had an awesome week. Yet again this week, ladies and gentlemen, as I always say, hope you're able to get out and have a little bit of a hunt here and there at the shops. Bought some stuff at a flea market or swap meet, or even had to buy some really cool stuff off eBay. Hope you found some awesome cars, everyone. Hope you had an awesome week as well. Well, big lot of finds for this week, ladies and gentlemen. Got stuff from a swap meet we went to today, Dad and I, and then just afterwards we went to a little collector's show as well out at Windsor in Brisbane, which was really good. As you can see, lots of cool stuff I'm going to share you, and some stuff to look forward to at the end. I'm sure you vintage Real Rider fans will be very interested to see what cool variation I got this week. But first up, we'll start off with these guys just over here. Found this old 90s card Rodzilla from a little collector's shop. Went to during the week when I was out with Mum. Pretty cool, really cheap as well. Really love the old 90s carded stuff, absolutely love it. Brings back great memories. And from Kmart and Big W here in Australia, found these guys, and I'll just keep whacking them. I'll probably break them. The old Chevy Monza, got that from Big W, the old Hot Wheels Road Trippin' series, I think it is. Something like that. Cool cars in the set. Really had to get this Chevy Monza. I remember seeing it a few months ago and they all sold out. And I regretted not buying one. Thank goodness they got them back in, because I really love the old Chevy Monzas. Might do a wheel swap maybe, but who knows. I really love the old Monzas. Really love that old race car shape back from the old 70s. Really cool with the wild wing on the back, the splitter at the front. Absolutely cool. And from Kmart, wasn't really expecting to find these. Dad and I actually went out to the shops yesterday and had a little look, and usually Kmart over here in Australia, well, a lot of the shops over here, they seem to get the same case for about 6 months, it feels like, and then they get new stuff in. Well, went up to Kmart, and what do you know, found two Datsun Bluebird wagons. Really like these. Really cool looking Japanese car, I have to admit, being a big American muscle car fan, and a big Chevy fan, of course, but you can't beat the Datsuns when you put a Chevy in them. Just kidding. Really don't mind the Datsuns, I have to admit. Probably, well, one of my favourite Japanese car manufacturers, I have to say that. Well, I do like the Datsun trucks. You see a couple over here in Australia on the road. They're really cool looking trucks. I know if I had some money, I'd probably buy one of those as well, and also probably a Chevy truck or Camaro, and the list goes on. But yeah, probably nothing to ooh-ah about, everyone, but thought I'd share them with you, some store finds. And now we get to the swap meet stuff. Went to this little swap meet. I have to admit, it was pretty good, the little one we went to. Lots of, well, there was heaps of guys selling Hot Wheels there, that was for sure. And Matchbox as well. Got the old slingshot dragster, the twin engine slingshot dragster, really cool from Matchbox, really mint condition. Got this off one of my mates I always see at the swap meets. Really nice guy. Actually bought the Scorchers set off. Actually, he had this as well. He's a really cool guy. He has lots of great stuff. So that was really cool. Bought these two off him as well. He loves the old nostalgia Hot Wheels and everything like that, which is really cool. Always love talking to him about it. Got the old Speedosaurus, really cool name. Remember this a little bit from when I was a kid, and I think there's another variation where the dinosaur's darker and the base is orange or something like that, but really cool. Love those. Had to grab them. Actually, Dad bought them for me, which was really nice of them. So nice of him, I mean. Love the old 90s stuff, and really tough looking at black El Camino here. Love the old 71 El Caminos. Not sure what I'm going to do with that. I really want to crack it, but I'll probably spend a bit too much on it to crack it open, but we'll see. Might even do a wheel swap later on. And from the swap meet as well, got some really cool loose Hot Wheels. Got the old Nissan Hardbody. Remember this model as a kid greatly. Have a couple of variations of it. Distinctively remember the fluoro pink one. So really one of my, it kills me to say it, really one of my favourite cars. I'm not the biggest Nissan fan in the world, but hey, if there's a nice Nissan, I guess I'll appreciate the way it looks and everything like that. You can't, well, it's still a car. Cars are my passion, so, and you gotta love trucks anyway. I love pickup trucks, and they've always been one of my favourite types of vehicles, even utes and that. Got the old Pennzoil F1 racer with the bow tie on the side. Now we're speaking my language now with the bow tie. Really cool. Always admired this car. Finally glad to get it. And Probably the gem of the swap meet and probably the gem of the week, or one of them anyway, the old Sky Show custom fleet side. Really cool. She's a bit battered and torn, but hey, I'll pick her up still. I probably paid a bit too much maybe, but still, really love the old Redlines and that. Really cool, and you can't beat the old custom fleet sides in the Sky Shows. Probably some of my most favourite Hot Wheels to collect. Well, what Hot Wheel don't I love collecting? I love so many of them. Alright, now we'll get to the collector show finds. Went there with Dad as well. Found heaps and heaps of great stuff. Saw heaps of awesome stuff as well, and talked to a few other collectors as well. And of course my mad mate was there as well. Good to see him again. I know he watches my vids now and again. Thought I'd give him a bit of a shout out. So let's start off with the Star Wars figures. Just got some, I forgot what these were called. They're more cartoonish Star Wars stuff from, I think, the early or late 2000s or whatever. Remember, well, actually got a couple in the collection. Remember going to the shop and picking some up, but always regretted not getting Boba Fett and the Bounty Hunters. But finally got the set of Bounty Hunters and even a couple of other ones in the mix as well, even the good old Stormtroopers. And got some loose figures as well. Finally got a Scout Trooper. I've been after one of these for quite a while now. He's a bit yellowed and that he probably spilled his drink on himself, but anyway, I'll take him. He was pretty cheap as well, because I know on eBay everyone goes crazy over the Troopers. And I forgot, well, sorry Trooper. And I forgot what this one was called, Lou Gray or whatever, Lee Gray or something, I don't know. I got no idea what his name is. They always have funny names of Star Wars figures. But he's got his little trombone or whatever that is, I think, or weapon. So that one was pretty cool as well. Love picking up the old Star Wars figures. Now we get back into the Hot Wheels and that. Well, actually, I'll start off with the Dale Earnhardt stuff. Really cool story about these two. There was a guy there who was selling a lot of Coca-Cola stuff and that, and he had a couple of Dale Earnhardt stuff, and he was actually an American guy as well. And I was actually talking to him for a little bit about Dale Earnhardt, and that, how much I love him, and how much NASCAR I love as well. Talking to him about it as well, and talking about Chevy as well. He actually owns a Corvette, which was really cool. He was actually an American guy, I don't know if I've said that. He's lived in Australia for many years now, and he said he imported a Corvette over and everything. So I really enjoyed talking to him about American stuff, because a lot of people over here really don't seem to collect all the NASCAR stuff. If it is, it's really Marcus Ambrose. So I was glad to get the 96 Atlanta Olympics Monte Carlo in 1/64 scale finally. Just a bit of information on the back there. Really want to read that later on. Really cool. And got a cup as well. Dad likes collecting his cups as well, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. Either use it or put it somewhere maybe. Got a bit of dust in the bottom there. Probably have to clean it out. So that's really cool. Love finding all the Dale Earnhardt stuff, because as everyone knows, I love him to bits. Got a loose one here, one of the Speed Demons, I think it is, or something like that. The old snake one, that one's pretty cool, or Anaconda, I think it might be. Yeah, I don't know, anyway. Really cool little model. Reminds me of late 80s, early 90s stuff I sort of grew up with, you could say. Got an old Connectable. Haven't really seen too many of these around. I've seen them on eBay and that, more carded, and people want a lot of money for them. I can understand that. You don't see them much anymore. Really cool. All breaks up into 5 pieces. Love finding the old Connectables. That another toy that reminds me of when I was a kid. Same with the old Oshkosh snowplow. Absolutely remember these, playing with these when I was a kid. Never remember the green one. I've got another wheel variation of the green one somewhere. I think it's a construction tie. I think these are CTS wheels or something maybe. I could be wrong on that. Sorry if I'm wrong, everyone. I should know these things. So absolutely love my blue cards in that. Now we're getting to some even greater stuff. The old High Raker Corvette on a different sort of High Raker card. I know the High Rakers had their own dedicated series and dedicated cards back in the day, but fortunately the blister's broken. I know what a lot of people are going to say, won't you crack it open? No, I'd rather leave it like this. I love seeing the old cards, the way they were presented, and how cool it really looks. Pontiac J2000, don't see a lot of these around. I know I've got probably 2 in the collection, probably the 2 rarest ones you can get, the old green one with the dragon on the side. Got the yellow one, really love the look of the yellow one. I think there's think there's variations and everything with the different tinted windows, and I think with the oh, what's it called? That thing in the roof, I forget what its name is, the roof window, we'll just say. I think there's a variation between that as well, so really cool to pick that up. 57 Chevy, finally got one of these on card. I've always wanted an old 57 Chevy on card. Really cool. Love, as you know, always love my GM stuff. Really cool. Got a few loose ones of this as well, so it's finally great to get one on card. Now we get to one of my holy grails I've always wanted in my collection. I was lucky enough to get this one, I think, earlier this year with the toolbox variation, and what do you know, my mad mate had the one without the toolbox variation, so that was an absolutely awesome find for the day as well. Always love picking up the old Real Riders, and especially one of my most favourite trucks, and of course one of the most rarest Real Riders as well. And funnily enough, both got Kmart stickers in almost the exact same spot, both unpunched and everything like that, so really, really cool. I was excited to grab another one for the collection. These are pretty much as rare as hen's teeth these days. I know hen's teeth are pretty hard to find sometimes as well. So I was very, very happy to find another one of my holy grails for the collection. So, well, that's pretty much it for this week, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you everyone who tunes in each and every week. Even if you're just passing by checking out my videos, I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you very much for the support. Thank you very much for the comments. Don't be afraid to leave one. Always love reading them and replying back to everyone. I always do my best to reply back, so thank you very much for people who do leave the comments as well. So on that minor bombshell, that's it for this week, everyone. Really hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and remember, as always, everyone, happy hunting, keep the hobby strong. See you later, everyone. Have an awesome week.